something that I've been talking to, I have been working with teenagers quite a lot. And, the vernacular uh, that is typically used nowadays is nonchalant versus chalant. And I wish I could write a, I'm gonna go write a newsletter about to be chalant or not. And it's this idea that, to be, especially a guy, is to what's seen as, how do I explain this? Stereotypically masculine would be to not be very chalant, to be very nonchalant, to be very smooth and cool. I mean, you're probably thinking of the Fawns. I don't know what that version. Yes, I'm in your head. I know exactly. No, I don't know what my version of it would be, but like that effortless, cool, not getting wowed by stuff, very even keel. And that is, I mean, gosh, we see that in film, we see that in movies of, like, the male that does not get stopped and look at something and go, whoa. It's the guy that is, very stern and doesn't show that level of awe. And so, to be nonchalant as a male has been, I believe, over the course of our I don't know how long, 20th, first century is, a good thing to be a guy. I think that the pendulum is starting to shift a little bit I think that, at least that's something that I've been trying to do as a therapist, is with my men, my young guys, is like, you can be excited about this. Like, you're allowed to look at something and experience something and go, whoa, this is huge, as opposed to, yeah, I've got this taken care of, or, this is something that, I know exactly what I'm looking at, and stuff like that. And then I also think about sharing awe, because awe can be a feeling inside, but I find a lot of my awe to be experienced whenever I'm able to share it with somebody and say, hey, look at this. Can you believe this? And then it feels more awe to me now that I finally shared it with somebody. If a guy comes up to me and says, like let's say that me and my buddies are all looking at, like, some, really pretty scenic landscape, and somebody, one of the guys starts to tear up a little bit, is just, like, really moved by it. That guy's going to get made fun of. That guy is going to get absolutely roasted for having an emotional reaction to that level of awe. And that's just where my brain comes. And then, especially, the idea, I keep going. Cringe is another thing of, like, oh my gosh, you're telling me this awe, feeling that you've got, okay, that's a little cringe. I need you to, like, calm it down a little bit. Because I think that we've been raised, or at least I've been raised, that if somebody is having a very emotional, no, I shouldn't say emotional, but if somebody's having a very awe reaction to something, then it's most likely not genuine. That is the way that I've been kind of raised to believe, is that typically if somebody is doing that, then it's not really authentic. Maybe they're trying to elicit a response out of you, maybe their reaction isn't true. And that awe is, I don't know, maybe they're just doing it to be performative almost. And so I just see all these barriers that I've experienced, at least in my life as a young male, and I'm seeing in other young men, of don't experience awe. And if you do, don't share it with anybody.